got a new charm for my Camel Travelers Company passport size traveler's notebook. I use this as a wallet, and so I thought I would show you how to attach a charm that doesn't have a jump ring on it onto a traveler's notebook. And then I'm also going to give you a little tour of what my wallet setup looks like. It uses a Galen Leather wallet insert, which I had been saving up for a while, and it has a matching elastic, which I think is really cute. I also have a little mini pen in here, and this stays in my bag, and I honestly don't write in this one very often, but it does have a notebook in it, so the idea being that when I'm out and about, I can jot down notes, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So if this charm had like a single jump ring on it, I would use pliers to open it up, but it doesn't. So I have to actually remove this elastic, untie the knot in the back, and then thread the charm onto the elastic. I added this elastic separately. It came with a matching one, and I thought that when I added in the green Galen Leather wallet insert that it made a lot of sense to switch to a green elastic, and I love the way that these match. This elastic came with one of my traveler's notebooks. I forget which. It might have been this one. But all you have to do is pull the elastic out of the hole in the back cover and then untie the knot so that you can thread something onto it. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. It's just a little bit fiddly, and I'll show you what the process looks like. So this is a charm that I bought from Baum-Kuchen. It says, "We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us." Baum-Kuchen has a lot of really beautiful travel-themed and just positive life-themed charms with beautiful designs, just absolutely gorgeous. They are on the expensive side, but I absolutely adore every one that I've purchased from them, so I feel like it's worth it for me at least. And so it came on this little string, so I just untied that, and we're going to do basically the same thing, but with our TN elastic. So this elastic is a little bit frayed because I've taken it on and off and put other charms on it. If I needed to, I could actually trim the end of this and then run a lighter over it to melt the end. Haven't needed to do it though, because it ended up working out just fine. I thread through the left side underneath it and then bring it back around, and hopefully won't have too much trouble with the way that it's fraying. Is anyone else as unable to resist pretty journaling charms or just regular old charms that you can add to your journals? I can't get enough of them. Baum-Kuchen is one of my favorite places to get them, but I also really like the ones that you can get from East End Alchemy on Etsy every once in a while. Where do you get your traveler's notebook charms? Because I think they add so much personality to a traveler's notebook. I've seen people put like buttons and all kinds of things on them. It's so much fun. Anyway, back to attaching this back onto the cover now that it's threaded on. So I like to make sure that it's facing in the right direction. So I wrap it around and then I kind of pull that back off again because it's almost impossible to do this when it's actually being held shut by the elastic. But then you take the two ends and you shove them from the outside of the cover back into the inside, just like that. And then I try to remember before I untie this how far away the knot was from the end, but you can always go back and retie it later if it's too loose or too tight. It's just a matter of getting it just right. And so I just tie a single knot and give it a little bit of a tug. It's elastic, so it tightens really easily. You just have to make sure that you can untie it again later. And now that we have that on there, just have to bring the elastic back around, and that's how you close your traveler's notebook again. Every once in a while it'll get twisted around and I'll have to flip it, so if it's upside down, no worries, just kind of turn it around and try it on the other way. And yeah, so this is my Camel Passport traveler's notebook. It's on the fuzzier side, and I don't love that, so that's one of the reasons why I made this my wallet, because I thought if I put it in my bag and it gets banged around a lot, that it's gonna wear down a little bit faster. And so it's starting to get all scratched up. There are places that it's starting to kind of get scuffed, and it's not as fuzzy as it once was, which is good. That's not my preference when it comes to traveler's notebooks, but it feels beautiful and it's very cute. I love this size. So now that that's on there, I'm going to go ahead and flip through this and show you how I have it set up. It's a pretty simple setup, which I'll show you in a second. I think the Galen Leather wallet insert kind of speaks for itself. It's beautiful. I got it in the green, And so you go ahead and open this up, and there's just the wallet insert right on the middle elastic. So I didn't add any additional elastics to this. I just slid in the wallet insert and one notebook, which I'll show you in a second. And the Galen Leather is very smooth and really pretty. And then I've got a pen on this pen loop. I love that there's a pen loop on this. And to use this pen, all you have to do is pull on it and the little writing tip comes out, which is so cool. And then you just shut it again and you're good to go. This is the Zebra SLF1. It's honestly, you could fit a bigger pen in here. This pen loop is pretty roomy. There's space for more. And there's actually, you can see here, there's elastic, so it will stretch. So this is just, I just thought this pen was really cute and tiny, and I don't use it that often, so it's nice to have just something that doesn't take up a lot of space. And now looking on the inside of the wallet, these are not my credit cards, they're just some random old hotel cards that I happen to have around, but just for, security reasons. But it fits 3 cards here, and then there is a little pocket down at the bottom, and you can use that to put maybe your ID or something that you want to have quick and easy access to, this Target gift card, whatever you want to put in there. There is space. Then there is this bigger pocket behind all of that, and this is a good place to put maybe some paper money. I tend to shove business cards and receipts and things like that in there because it makes it easier to get them out, and I'm not as worried that I'm going to rip them. And then the notebook that I have in here is the Travelers Company passport size dot grid insert, and I'm so happy that they started making dot grid. It's my preference when it comes to writing lists or just writing in general. I would do a regular lined grid, but this is a lot less obtrusive, and because it is a passport size, it does have that little passport page in the back, which is really nice. As you can see, I haven't written in here at all yet. I haven't needed to. I tend to jot things down on my phone when I'm out and about, but if I wanted to actually write something, I could now, and I hate when I'm out and about and I don't have paper to write on when I'm in the mood for it. And on the right side of the wallet insert, there are 2 roomier card pockets. I just kind of put some examples in there for safety again. And you can put multiple cards in these pockets. They don't fit as well in the front, but there's space in the back. And then you have a little zipper pouch, and this is where I decided to actually keep my cash. I can fit coins and bills that I fold up in there, and it's pretty easy to get to them. And then they have the Galen Leather logo on the back of the insert, which I think is actually really pretty. And that is how I have that all set up. I really like watching Traveler's Notebook setup videos, all sizes, all companies, and I just love that everybody does it a little bit differently. And for the longest time, I was only really using Traveler's Notebooks for journaling and writing and using it like a notebook, but I had seen so many people out there who were using it as a wallet, and I finally got to the point where I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try this out. And to be honest, I have wallets that are functionally better. They don't take up as much space in my bag as this one does, but this one brings me joy. Every time I go to a store and pull it out of my bag to use it, and just, I don't know, it makes me smile. If I'm going someplace where I want to have less things in my bag, I can switch to a smaller wallet, but on the everyday, I have really been enjoying using this one. That's all I've got for you today, folks. In the comments, I would love to hear, do you use a Traveler's Notebook as a wallet, or do you use just a regular wallet? What are your thoughts on that? And do you have any other really great Galen Leather products? Because I've been enjoying their stuff a whole lot. If you would like to see more Traveler's Notebook videos, make sure you're subscribed. I'd love to have you back here again soon, and I will see you all next time. Hope you're having a good day.